Hey everybody, today's recipe, potato-leek soup, probably one of my favorite soups ever. We're going to start with about 4 fresh leeks. You can find these leeks about anywhere, any of your favorite places you like to shop. We're going to split them in half. Now because these things are grown in real silty, sandy soil, it's important to get all that sand out, all that dirt out. We'll give them an initial soaking in cold water. Now, to me, the leek is kind of the favorite uncle of the onion flavor. It's got that awesome sweet onion flavor. We're just using the whites. We've cut the tops off and discarded those. And we're going to give these a second rinsing just to make sure we got it all taken care of. The next, we'll give it a rough chop. The size really doesn't matter because it's going to be pureed once we're done cooking it. That's going to equal about a quart of sliced leeks. Next step, we're going to take a 1/4 pound of butter, also known as a stick. We're going to get it going in a sauce pot. We're going to add all the leeks. And we're going to let this go for, reduce that heat to low and let it go for about 15 minutes or so. You'll smell those leeks really starting to cook and really starting to do their thing. We definitely want to cook on low. If we cook them on high or anything higher than the low setting, they'll have a tendency to burn and get kind of a bitter flavor. All right, moving on. While that's working, I've got 3 cloves of fresh garlic. We'll give those a rough chop. Again, the size of the chop doesn't matter because it's all going to be pureed in the end. Potatoes. What kind of potatoes? I prefer the Yukon Golds. They just have a really fantastic forward potato flavor. You can use any kind of potato you want. I wouldn't recommend sweet potatoes because that's weird. But russet potatoes, red potatoes, creamer, any kind you like. The better quality, the better the flavor. That goes really for any kind of cooking. We're going to make sure we get all the peel off, obviously. Some people use an actual vegetable peeler. I'm kind of old school. I like a good sharp paring knife. Let it do its thing. Just about there. And the leeks smell unbelievable right now. They're nice and sweet, soft, tender. We'll add our chopped garlic. We'll add a teaspoon of dried thyme. That'll be 2 teaspoons if it's fresh thyme. Now we'll get these potatoes quartered up. And once again, the size really isn't critical. Obviously, the smaller the cut, the quicker it's going to cook. If you want to do these the night before, you can just soak them in cold water and you're good to go the next day. All right, moving on once again. We're going to add our potatoes into our leek mixture. Give it a good stir, get those flavors evenly distributed. We're going to add our chicken stock, about 5 cups. How long do we cook it? Good question. We'll let it come to a boil. And this is about 10 to 15 minutes in. We'll check to see if the potatoes are done. We'll pull one out. And I like to use a fork. If it cuts easily with the tines of the fork, then it's ready to go. If it gives you any resistance, give it a few more minutes. I prefer half and half. You can use milk, you can use heavy cream, just depending how rich you wanna have it. To me, the half and half is the perfect richness for this soup. All right, we're gonna add a little cracked black pepper, fresh. I'm gonna add a little salt. I'm gonna add some nutmeg and a pinch of cayenne. The nutmeg, you want to take it easy on. It's such a strong flavor. The rest of the spices, learn to do it to your own taste. All right, one of the final steps, we'll be blending it. And you want to do this in small batches. Only fill that blender maybe halfway. This is just keep in mind, this is an extremely hot liquid, and it can really hurt you if you try to overfill that thing. It splatters on you. All right, let's bowl it up and see what we've got. We'll fill the bowl up to the rim, and we're going to garnish it with some finely sliced fried leek and a little bit of the Yukon Gold. And we'll garnish it with some horseradish cream and call it good. All right, thanks again. Hope you enjoy.